VidarReturns. Today I'm going to discuss MGTOW philosophy and how it can be a trap and how to get out of the trap. We can begin by getting a definition for MGTOW. MGTOW stands for Men Going Their Own Way. If we look it up on Urban Dictionary or Wikipedia, we find some highly biased rhetoric, such as it being a, quote, misogynistic male supremacist group. Personally, I used to really like and trust Wikipedia, but sadly, I find them promoting sources of hate and disinformation more every day. Now, this video isn't meant to uncover the rotten underbelly of Wikipedia, but if you'd like me to make a video on that, leave a comment below. I've been aware of the MGTOW community for years, and I'm familiar with the content, so instead of reading from some biased sources, I'll just give my own rough definition as derived from the community itself. The core concepts of MGTOW being 1. Recognizing the destructive nature of feminism. 2. Avoid measuring the value of your life by female standards. 3. Stop putting women on pedestals. And 4. Stop wasting your money and resources on women and getting screwed in return. So far, I have no disagreement with any of this. Recognizing these concepts is essentially a positive step toward understanding the natural roles between men and women. However, some MGTOW men take it a step further. Examples of taking it further are seeking casual sex with some or many women without any commitment, or the other extreme going, quote, monk status and swearing off sex entirely. Some MGTOW say that women are a distraction from reaching wealth and happiness. I'll get into the problems I see with this later, but now let's look at more of the positives and truths that lure men to MGTOW. When men are exposed to MGTOW concepts, they tend to go through rather predictable phases of thought. First being shock or wonder at the new information being presented. And second is processing the information and comparing it to previous real-life experiences and comparing it to their own personal biases. Life experiences and relationships cause us to be biased beyond our own conscious understanding. And third, we have what is known as the choice of blue pill or red pill. Those who reject MGTOW ideas and continue their belief in modern cultural propaganda are blue pill. Alternatively, those who accept MGTOW ideas and begin to change their life accordingly are seen as red pill. Being red-pilled can radically alter the life of some men. It can be like seeing reality anew for the first time, hence the name red pill. For the first time, they begin to see themselves freed from trying to live up to the expectations of others, no longer seeing women as innocent creatures that can do no wrong, seeing university campuses as the indoctrination camps they have become, being able to openly expose the lies of feminism, such as women being oppressed, believing false accusations of rape, the female wage gap, and feminists supposedly only wanting legal equality. Also, the newly red-pilled may be understanding for the first time how they themselves have been abused by women, perhaps being raised by a single mother or had a gold-digger girlfriend that used them for their money and favors while having relationships with other men, or an ex-wife that took complete advantage of them in the court system. There are a lot of ways that gaining this new perspective on reality can be extremely liberating. Some MGTOW men even claim it cured their depression, and I think that that's absolutely to be expected. We live in a SIG culture that suppresses masculinity in boys and tells them that their natural expressions of masculinity are toxic. Today's boys aren't toxic. The culture is. After living with this new MGTOW perspective of the world, men can make better decisions with their lives and even enjoy their lives more. It's a freedom from trying to live up to a world of artificial standards. But where does it lead? MGTOW culture does truthfully reveal many of the lies perpetuated in society, but when you're set free from the lies, where do you go from there? If you've lived your entire life in a cage, how do you function once released? Do you just try to maximize your own personal wealth in life? Do you try to maximize happiness? Is that the ultimate purpose of your life? For many in MGTOW culture, they just get by on that. Once someone is freed from the lies, MGTOW culture doesn't necessarily have the best solutions on how to proceed in life, and it has far less solutions on how to stop society from degrading further. So the MGTOW men can see through the lies, but after time the novelty of this knowledge begins to wear off, and it's possible that a new kind of depression can set in, or if not depression, then a sense of being lost or displaced in life. Where are you going and why? Who guided you into thinking that that was the direction you should go in? Is there any ultimate purpose to your life? When we look around, we seem to find other MGTOW men that are also in search of something missing in their lives. Just having a quick search can reveal many things. Here we can see some examples from Reddit. The title, Feeling Down, Needs Some Wisdom. So let's skip to the end where he talks about having taken the red pill. He says, it has also helped me put the pieces together that weren't adding up with my exes and past women that I was interested in. But my brain still lingers in the background that there's something missing, as if getting sex without paying a penny is the only way to feel validation or ego boost. It sucks. I'm tired of society putting it in my head that I have to be this guy that gets vagina easily. The music, Instagram, famous YouTubers. So hard not to feel like I don't measure up. Just thought I'd put my heart out there on how I've been feeling lately. Thanks for reading. Next post. How to accept the truth and not feel guilty, bad, or depressed. He writes, how do I make myself accept the fact that women are not worth it? Whenever I think about the topic, I understand majority of women are whores and gold diggers, but I always feel like there must be someone who's righteous and good, calm and friendly. My mind's effed up right now as I don't know what to believe and go with. I see my mates hanging out with their girls posting snaps where they look happy ASF. Feels like I'm missing out, but another part of me says no, I'm better off without them. Don't know what to do. My mind's really effed right now. Please help, thanks. Next post, in need of encouragement. So this guy says he's had depression for 3 years. He says, I'm a 22-year-old male that still lives at home and has a minimum wage job at a gym. I recently lost my first real girlfriend due to my own issues, and unfortunately, when it comes to my depression, this girl basically called me weak and laughed it in my face. I don't want to sound like a weak man, but this situation has really taken a toll on me emotionally, and I feel now that I have to change things for myself. I have been going to the gym religiously for multiple years, eating right and doing almost everything I can to keep my mental health in check, but it's not enough. All I'm asking is for any advice at all from someone in my situation. Thank you, brothers. There are dozens more posts just like these, so what is shaping these men this way? Many people have remedies for trying to help out someone who is down and lost, such as keep yourself busy with a hobby, or get animals, or get skills, or lift weights, or make more money. Everyone feels down from time to time, and I wouldn't say these things are bad goals, but I disagree with the fundamental concept. A lack of meaning and purpose is not something to be solved by piling more and more busy distractions into your life, making you simply tired and exhausted. Sometimes the best thing to help is removing things from your life. Materialism, for example. Stop trying to find happiness in buying things. You'll never succeed in buying happiness. Happiness is not a magical element that exists inside of things. Stop sick and abusive relationships. Perhaps you cut off a relationship with a toxic girlfriend, but what about the other relationships in your life? Get rid of friends or people that distract you from deeply thinking about understanding reality and your future. Get rid of people that encourage you into negative habits. Stop consuming drugs and or alcohol. If your consumption can't be controlled, you need to stop 100%. Escapism from reality is an anti-solution for managing your life. And finally, stop seeking happiness. That's right. I said stop seeking happiness. This goes against all the programming you've probably ever received in your life. Rethink about it. Happiness is short-lived and fleeting. What you should seek is gratitude and inner peace. When you understand how to live a life of being absolutely grateful and feeling blessed, then you won't have to seek happiness. It will find you. It's only after removing such negative things from your life can you begin to pile in a couple of good new things into your life. First, create the vacuum, then you can insert something positive. Develop a routine to get out of the house and go to a healthy place where you can walk or meditate. Go to see, feel, and breathe nature. Connect with the earth. And last thing is, I'll tell you now, you do have a higher purpose to your life. You come from a long and unbroken chain of descendants, a strong human lineage that goes back for thousands of years. To those of excellence, your purpose relates to taking the strength of human lineage into the future. Many in MGTOW say that you should become, quote, the best version of yourself, but best according to what? Becoming rich and fit. Sounds like a great idea, right? Yeah, it's a great idea according to the ideals of our sick culture. And this is why so many MGTOW escape one trap only to blindly fall right into another. This statement, quote, best version of yourself, means nothing without your purpose. Follow me and begin to see your ultimate purpose unfold before you. Today I don't have the time, but in a later recording I may go into some things that I think many MGTOW men get very wrong, such as avoiding relationships and children and thinking that women are nothing but a distraction in life. On the contrary, women are essential to our existence. For those listening right now and genuinely feeling really down in your life, I want to say a prayer for you before ending. I know I have some hardcore atheist listeners, so I just want you to know that I'm not trying to convince anyone of the spaghetti monster, and you don't have to have any special beliefs. Only to relax, just open your mind. Before I begin, I must note that being grateful and giving thanks for everything is not saying that you have the best situation in life. In fact, you may be in an absolutely terrible situation in life. Having gratitude is the enlightened perception that things could often be extremely worse than they are now, and recognizing all the positive blessings we have experienced in life to this moment. And always remember that you come from a long line of ancestors who fought to survive in the worst of imaginable conditions so that you could be here and alive today. Say together now, our ancestors, we give thanks and gratitude. Thank you for our loving relationships. Thank you for our good health. Thank you for our good finances. Thank you for self-control. Thank you for self-discipline. We pray for courage, strength, and endurance in the most difficult of times. Forever grateful, our ancestors. If you're new to my channel, go see my previous recording. Anonymous asks, degeneracy is flooding the world? Link in the description. Don't forget, if you support traditional values and human excellence, then hit that like button. Also, sharing the video really helps a lot. To be released this year, 2020, the first principles of Vidar, promote community, the best of our legacy into the future, and preparing them to survive the world to come. I wish blessings to all my brothers and sisters. Vidar returns.